Yo, what is going on, everyone? Devin up here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking with you guys about how 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 to virtual wholesale. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Devin up here with another video, killing it with YouTube gang, providing massive value and content for everybody, so that way everybody can learn and just kill the game. And so every day I'm uploading videos about entrepreneurship and real estate investing and wholesaling specifically. So if you'd love to subscribe, you should go grab that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pumped up. Saturday, it's beautiful outside. I think it's a little bit cloudy, but just enjoying making videos and doing the things that I love and not having to go to school, baseball practice right now, or having to go to a job or anything like that. The life is nice, and I invite you guys to join it because there's so many benefits of it. You do have to work a little bit harder sometimes, but it's well rewarding and you can make more money. And so in today's video, I'm going to be talking with you guys about virtual wholesaling versus wholesaling inside of your area. I don't really know if there's like a name for it. I guess I should have done a little bit of research on this part. But anyways, so my opinion is going to be a little bit biased because I currently wholesale in my own market, and I have kind of somewhat dived into virtual a little bit. So I'm going to be sharing like the pros and cons of doing virtual, and then what my opinion is on the two. And so, like I said, my opinion is going to be a little bit biased, but I'm going to give you guys all the insights that I have for everybody today, so that way you guys can all learn. And there's not going to be too many differences other than just you can't physically go to the property sometimes and whatnot. But anyways, so what are some of the negatives of virtual wholesale? One of them, over doing wholesale inside of your own area, is that you can't actually physically go into the property and make sure that the sellers are being truthful to you. And so there's ways around that. So one of the ways is to have them send pictures of everything. Now, obviously, with the pictures, they could leave a few things out. You want them to show all the ugly sides of the house as well as the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so you want them to take pictures of everything. And then, or there's another option of hiring someone in that local area to go look at the property and take pictures for you. And maybe if they've had some experience with fixing up and flipping houses, or they're a contractor or something like that, then maybe they can help. And so that's really the biggest negative when it comes to virtual wholesale. I mean, there's probably a couple other things, like it's a lot harder to gain the experience and the knowledge in the field. It's more of a just over the phone business. But at the same time, you're able to have the freedom of being able to work wherever you want and not having to physically go there. I mean, you can do that with your own market, but a lot of times, sometimes how you have it set up and structured makes it so that way you have to go to all the properties that you get under contract and whatnot. So we want to really move away from that. But obviously, virtual wholesale has the perks of you can be anywhere, anytime, and as long as you have internet connection and phone service, you're good to go. And so, really, how to get into virtual wholesaling? What it takes is it's no different than when you get into regular wholesale inside of your area. The only difference is you're just gonna have to get really good over the phone. And when it comes to, instead of setting up appointments, what you're gonna be doing is either have the sellers take some pictures for you, or have someone go run through the property, and then you're gonna have to negotiate everything over the phone. And you're really gonna have to work with email and then possibly click2mail.com. That's a website for you guys to check out if you're trying to get into virtual. What it does is basically you send out a document through the mail. You can send an offer or a contract with it, and so that way, in case they don't have an email or anything like that, you can just send it to their address, and it handles it all for you. But essentially, you can really just wholesale anywhere inside this country. All you have to do is send out marketing in that area or start actively pursuing leads. The only thing that it would be really difficult to do is driving for dollars or doing bird dogs. But at the same time, you can still build up relationships over the phone. It's just going to be a little bit harder than physically meeting up with people and doing these things or driving around yourself. Now, obviously, you can always fly out there, but at the same time, that's some of the people that are getting into the business are unable to fly to some of these markets because they don't have the money to be able to do that. So it's just going to take a little bit more hustle, and it's going to take a little bit more experience and everything inside of there. But what's nice is you can really grab any market that you see inside the country that could be valuable and easy to take over, rather than you're stuck with the one market that you're inside of. Now, obviously, if you're in a bigger city, or there's a lot of houses in your area, then that's essentially where you should probably want to stick with. You probably want to stick with your local market. But I mean, I'm not. There's nothing really holding you back from doing the virtual. Just be ready and prepared to do more additional work to try to get inside this business, and just be prepared. And so, as far as like finding people, like I'm not the best person to come to when it comes to virtual wholesale. I'm just trying to hit it from all the sides of perspective that I have personally through wholesaling in my area. I know it's not that much different. It's just essentially you're gonna have to be good with the phone and look at a lot of pictures. And then the cash buyers is essentially you can't go to really any meetups. I mean, like I said, you can always fly out there, but rarely are you gonna go out there. So it's gonna be very hard to build up this cash buyers list. So you're gonna have to be cold calling a lot of cash buyers and different areas, and maybe a lot of Facebook groups in that area to be able to get into that market. But one of the benefits that also comes with virtually wholesaling is if you make any mistakes, chances are you'll probably never see that person again in your life. And so, I mean, I'm not saying that mistakes are something you're trying to have, but it is also something that just it happens when you're trying to take action and trying to become successful. Is you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And so if you make some of these mistakes and embarrass yourself, well, lucky for you, you're not going to see any of these people again. I mean, maybe out of the rare odds that you run into this person at like a grocery store in the middle of Alaska or something like that, but the chances are very slim, rather than working in your own market. And even then, when you're working in your own market, if it's a big enough area, chances are you won't see that person again. So it's not really that big of a benefit over wholesaling your own market. And yeah, honestly, you should just wholesale in your own market, to be honest. That's my opinion. But I see people that are just crushing it through virtual. Now, obviously, if like you're killing it in your own market, and then you see a market outside of yours that's another state, then go after it. Like one that's very valuable and can bring in a lot of money and leads and business to your business, then I recommend you go after it. But I recommend at least establishing your own market first, doing deals consistently inside of there before you start spreading your wings and trying to go outside of that area. But at the same time, I mean, there's probably other people with other opinions. This is just my opinion from being in the business for almost a year. I obviously don't know everything. I'm not going to say that I know everything. And I'm just trying to give you guys my own recommendation just from my experience. And so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, you should make sure you go and grab that subscribe button down below. Join the family, join the gang. And if you guys liked today's video, please hit that thumbs up button as well. And so, like in my last video, if you watched at the end, I'm going to say it again in this video. If you would like to do a collaboration with me, if you have done a deal wholesaling, then email me down below. My link is down below. And I only want people that are serious about it, that have like done a deal before, and then we can get you on the channel and we'll do like a one-on-one call, and we'll talk about your deal. We'll dive into it, so that way my audience can learn from the experience and your deal that you did, as well as I can learn personally, because I'm always learning these new things here and there, just always adding on to my business. And I think it'll be very beneficial for everybody. Plus, you can get your own shout out and everything. And so I made a video before with Marquise, and that was we were talking about the first deal that he did, and he actually really took off from watching my channel. And I mean, he obviously had some other help as well from other channels, but essentially he took what I was telling him on my videos, and he was able to make like, I think it was like just under $4,000. I can't remember the exact dollar amount. You can go check out that video. But anyways, yeah, I'm trying to make more videos like that. People that have had the experience of doing a deal, and let's get you on this channel. So hit me up about that, and the email's down below, like I said. And so, like always, every day I'm uploading a video. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.